Live. This is WBBC Chicago. Yeah. 77.3. Your hottest digital station.
Now in digital HD sound.
What's going on there, people in Radio Land? It's the one and only DJ Fred Malone. How you guys doing, man? Chicago 77.3, the best place to be at on any day, really. Houston, I'm in your city right now. I done got out the cold of Chicago, not dealing with Chicago this year. I told myself, thank you, Merry Christmas. I'm in Houston. Thank you. With all that being said, man, I got a hot-ass artist coming your way, man, and I really want you guys to really get in tune with her. Go introduce yourself real quick.
Hi everyone, I'm Brooklyn Dillon and I'm super jealous that you're in Texas right now because I'm still in Chicago and in the cold fighting it out.
Yeah, man, I had to get out of there, man. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you? I mean, I'm sure you're better than if you were here right now.
Yeah, man. Don't get me wrong. I love the crib. I love being at home, but it's just I had to. Yeah, this year I'm not.
I don't blame you whatsoever. It was actually decent out today. I mean, the past 3 days I walked outside my house and I was like, no. And I literally just had to go back inside.
I respect that, man. I want my people to get to learn about you and everything that you got going on, man. And you got a dope song that we got coming up. Let's go ahead and dive into this. How did this all start out for you?
I literally just couldn't shut up. Like, as soon as I was born, I was just singing everywhere all the time. I even started playing guitar when I was 7 years old. Wow. And I originally actually played piano. And then when I was 7, I was like, I want to jam out and play guitar. Piano is lame, which I actually kind of wish that I did musically and just learning about theory and like the language of it behind it all. But I mean, I've always just had a passion for it. And then when I was 8, I got into pageants and I started doing things like that. So I'd kind of just always been performing and on a stage. I'd been doing interviews, I'd been public speaking and just all the behind the scenes and things like that. And one time I was in this pageant and there was an area of the competition where you got a chance to record your first song with a Grammy winning artist. And I was chosen to win Music Artist of the Year. So that's where I met my producer, Josh. And then it just kind of started this whole other journey of being a recording artist.
So were you ever into music? I mean, I know you did like the entertainment and the pageants and everything, but musically, were you ever into like any talent show, choir, anything like that?
I was never in choir until last year. I did choir, but then now this year I'm actually homeschooling. So that kind of got away from me quick. But I've always been doing like different talent competitions or even at pageants. I would do talent shows and always try to sing wherever I can and play guitar. And I always wanted to implement my music into whatever I was doing.
I respect that, man. I like this. That's what's up. Now, as far as musically, inspiration wise, who you listening to?
Oh my gosh, literally everyone. My music taste is so like it literally goes from everything from Frank Sinatra to rap, R&B, pop, country. I listen to literally everything. And I think there's so many amazing forms of music and just the way that it can make you feel. Really depends on the mood and the day that I'm feeling.
That's real, man. That's real.
Yeah.
Tell me about the first time you actually got into the booth. Like, how was that feeling?
It was a lot different than I actually expected it to be. I feel like most people from the outside are like, okay, you go and you just sing the song and it's amazing. Yeah. But for me, with my producer, because I do live in Chicago and he's in Atlanta, we'll try to do one song a day, which for us means being in the booth for 12 hours, which is very mentally and physically exhausting of just being in that like box all day long. But we'll take like the first half of the session and lay down like all the lead vocals, just take after take after take and just punch different lines. And after that, we'll go back in and we'll add different harmonies and then just layering different parts of the song and really just perfecting every single little detail.
I think too it's something amazing whenever two people can do something remotely and make something cool.
Absolutely.
Because a lot of times it's a vibe, but when you can catch that vibe remotely, that's a different type of feeling.
I mean, definitely being in this generation of everything online, there's so many more people that you can connect with and have more opportunities. So I think it's really cool being able to do things like music and different collabs with different people and not having to go so many places, but also getting the opportunity to then travel to Atlanta to actually be in person to record.
That's real, man. Are you are you up north? Where you at in the city?
Southern suburbs of Chicago.
Okay, that's
South
what's up, man.
suburbs.
Okay,
Yes.
hey, I ain't mad at that, man. I used to stay on Cicero back in the day, man. Used to go to Ford City Mall and everything, so it's all good, man. I ain't going to go to Hobby, but I'm cool on that. Let me ask you this now. It's coming into it, as far as musically. I know we're gonna play the song. Talk to me about Bad Blood. How did that all come about?
Well, I got dumped, and during that conversation, it was very much of I still want to be friends. There was nothing that was wrong with it. It just wasn't right. And I think that a lot of times being in a relationship with someone, something goes wrong in the end, and that's the reason why people break it up. But no one really talks about the relationships where it just wasn't working, and you almost have to wish that there was a reason that they did something wrong, that
Yeah.
mentally you could be like, okay, my brain, it's making sense that that's why I no longer am with this person. And sometimes I think that it's easier and it hurts less to hate someone to be able to get over that process of not being with them anymore.
I respect that. And you know what, man? What I learned in relationships, man, not everybody's meant to go down the hall with. You know, not everybody's, you're not meant to, some people you're only meant to learn something from them.
Mhm.
And that's okay too. It's okay to say, hey, yo, man, and thank you for the journey. You know what I'm saying? So I can respect that.
And even as a writer now too, the cool thing that works out is okay, I'll get a song out of it. Like I'd sit down after that relationship and been like, God, why did this happen? Like just sitting
Yeah.
down and just like trying to get my lesson or like what really did I learn from this? Because I do strongly believe that everything does happen for a reason. So I
Yeah.
was like trying to really just deeply sit down and grab, okay, out of the situation, what can I get from this?
Yeah.
And just being there, I was like, you know what? I got Bad Blood. That's a song that I got, and that
That's right.
helped me in my career. And it was an amazing process and piece of art that I was able to put together. And I'm super grateful for that.
That's what's up, man. I like this.
Mhm.
As far as is this an EP, an album, or we just putting out singles right now?
As of right now, I think I'm gonna stick to singles, but I mean, you never know. We could have an EP or something come along. I do know that for 2026, I'm recording a lot more music.
Okay.
I don't know how it's gonna be distributed as of right now, but I'm leaning towards singles. I really love individually putting out a song until the numbers and everything get a lot bigger to where
That's right.
people will sit down and listen to every single song on an album. I really like the individual attention that a single would get if I released it.
And I think in this time frame, singles is the move right now. A
Mhm.
lot of people attention spans is not how it used to be, and
Oh, I understand that 100%.
it's hard to get somebody to listen to a 10 piece album and just like, hey, I need to sit down and listen to it.
Yeah.
So I think you're in the pocket. I think you're doing the right thing. Oh, do we have a music video for this yet?
I do. I just recorded my first music video for Bad Blood. It's out on
Congratulations.
YouTube and it's doing really well streaming wise. So make sure everyone goes and checks it out. But that was a super cool process to be a part of as well.
Okay, that's what's up, man. If you could work with anybody, who would you want to work with?
Ooh, there's literally so many people. Like, I mean, lyrically, I love lyrics that are super deep and introspective, like Taylor Swift. Megan Maroney has super clever girl pop songs. And then when it comes to my genre, even just artists that I get compared to are like Olivia Rodrigo, Paramore, Avril Lavigne, where it's a little
Okay,
pop edgier. But I mean, vocally, I personally love people with huge, big, belty, ballady voices like
okay.
Jennifer Hudson, Kelly Clarkson, so many of those people. So, I mean, any of those would be a dream collab. But
That's what's
if
up.
I had to choose one musically, I'd probably say Olivia Rodrigo just because I feel
Okay.
like our music taste and style align so much.
If somebody's listening to you for the first time, how would you describe your sound?
I definitely think well, let's just say that when I recorded my first few songs with Josh and I had that opportunity, I was really in the process of trying to find what that was because of the fact that, like I said earlier, I do love so many different kinds of music. I was like, who do I want to be? And it was a lot about finding myself as an artist along that journey. And I think in discovering it, it's gonna lean a lot more towards songs like Bad Blood, where it's gonna be pop rock, more Taylor Swifty, Paramore, Avril
I get that.
Lavigne, early 2000s pop with like a rock bite to it.
I get that. I respect that. I like that,
Yeah.
man. I think though too, man. It always be authentic to yourself. Make sounds that are truly authentically you.
Absolutely.
So
And I
agree
think a
with
lot
that.
of people look at me as an artist or see me on social media and they're like, oh my gosh, she's a country artist, she's a pop artist. And I do think as a brand and a style, I do have an image that lean towards that view, but I also just really love in the recording process having those instruments that are just a real live band and the vibe that you could feel it, almost like
Right.
a 2000s like Green Day, The Killers vibe, but like the girl version where it's like
Yeah.
Paramore, different things like that.
And two is that, man, is I think it's cool that you have a collective of sounds. Like, it's cool to have, like, I can go in different ranges and different spites, and what if I want to go into the pop land, I could do that. If I want to go to the kind of alternative spot, I could do that as well. So it's good that
Yeah.
you're very diverse.
Yeah, definitely a pop rock or alternative mix for sure.
So 26 is coming, man. 26. You got anything planned for the New Year's?
Faster than I thought. 2026, I definitely not only I'm recording a lot more music that I'm really excited to put out and have released for the people, but I also am going to be doing a lot more performances. I
Okay.
especially think with that genre that I'm in, that it's so important to not only be feeding an audience music online and doing promotions and different things like that, but my specific genre with that rock is something that I think would really resonate well with people in a live audience setting of just being able to really feel that bass, feel that drum, feel the guitar, and it's such a like
Real.
upbeat hype music that I think hearing it in person would really do well with crowds, and I'm excited to bring that to them in person.
I think so too, man. I'm really excited to see you perform live because I know it's gonna be really dope to see that.
Thank you.
So now for 25, do you feel like you met all your goals for 25?
2025, I'm really happy with a lot of different things. I mean, going back to New York Fashion Week and being able to perform then again was an amazing experience, especially the venues that I was at were amazing and such a cool opportunity. And then also just the release of Bad Blood and Facade. I'm really proud of how those two songs turned out and the meaning behind them and how they ended up being showcased in my numbers. And having recorded my first music video ever and it's doing amazing stream wise, I think everyone says that music is a 10-year industry, and I'm definitely in it for not only just been singing and recording my whole life. I released my first song ever when I was 14 years old, but I'm just really excited for what 2026 will be able to bring and just keep showing up authentically as myself and bringing people music that hopefully they'll be able to relate to and love.
Speaking of performances, if you could perform anywhere, where would it be at and why?
I would say as a Chicago girl, Lollapalooza. I
Gotta
think
be Liza.
that
Gotta
would be an amazing opportunity, especially the fact that they have so many artists from just all genres when it comes to rap, country, pop, like literally everything.
Yeah.
I think that would be a really cool opportunity. And in Chicago,
Yeah.
you know.
I know, like, like when we hit certain stages, like I got to DJ at Soldier Field, and to
That's
me
awesome.
that was a dope, like very dope for me because it was just like an accomplishment. So I believe, and I'm gonna put this in the atmosphere for you, Lollapalooza headlining, and if
Thank you
not
so
this
much.
year, to 27,
Oh
definitely,
yeah,
man. We
for
gotta
sure.
make that happen.
Thank you. I mean, I remember a few years back, whenever Taylor Swift was in town and she did her Eras tour, that was the first arena tour or concert that I'd ever been to, and it was at Soldier Field. And seeing that environment and that tour and so many people there was huge. So I'm sure DJing there must have been crazy.
Yeah, man. It was like I think it was like over like 2,500 people there,
Yeah.
and it was just a sight. It was just a sight, man. You don't. Those are core memories that you'll never forget. But it's not about me. It's about you, man. Cause you're gonna be the shining star of everything, man. I know you is. How has your family and friends been taking of your success, man? Cause you've been on the uprise. So how's everybody been taking it?
Well, my mom is in the long haul with me. She is also my manager and has been so helpful in so many ways. Like, I will say 100%, I would not be here giving this interview or doing any of these things if it wasn't for the help of my mom. She is the most amazing person ever, and I owe her so much. I'm so grateful for her and all her help and the things that she provides for me. And I think friends wise, I definitely keep a very close circle of
Yeah,
the people that are around me. I also believe that you are the people that you hang out with, and just being
definitely.
so focused in my music and staying in my own lane, but also just having very many people that I'm friendly with. I will say I'm always the most kind to any stranger that I'm ever with.
That's
And
good.
I think that it's very important to have be surrounded with that close circle with people who really do support you and lift you up in this journey. And I'm thankful to be surrounded by amazing people.
I like this. What has been one of the most lessons that you learned throughout this whole journey?
There's so many. There's literally so many. I think it's so important to continue just doing the thing that you love every single day. And being in this journey of music, I was even sitting back just an hour ago before this interview thinking about how many things in my life have led me down this path. Just the fact that I've been singing for as long as I can remember, but in pageants, having that opportunity to be with a Grammy winning producer one day in a pageant that was never a thing before, and then having that happen to me, but also being trained since I was 8 years old in pageants to give interviews, give public speeches, be in modeling, having those connections with New
Right.
York Fashion Week, and just so many crazy things that got me into songwriting and turning into this side of being a recording artist and making my own art and original music. And just the fact that there's so many things that you don't know, and it's so important to just stick with it and do those things that you love, and that everything is so connected and happens for a reason. And I
That's
just
right.
feel like wherever this crazy journey takes me, I'm so grateful for the journey aspect of it and
I
all
like
the
that.
opportunities and things that I've been given and have been able to do. And it's been incredible, and I can't wait to see where.
I like that, your outlook on that. I
Yeah.
like that. Because at the end of the day, it was a journey. Because I
Yeah.
think a lot of people just focus on the start and the end, but people
Mhm.
don't sometimes don't focus in on the journey itself.
And I have my own struggles with that too. I mean, I'm 16 years old, and a lot of times I'll sit down and be like, oh my gosh, I'm not a number one charting pop star yet. And it's hard to be on the journey and be like, oh, you just want to be there and you want to get there so bad.
Yeah.
But I think it's important to just sit there and be happy in the place that you are and be grateful for the moment that you're in right now, because life is so, so short, and there's so many amazing things that happen that you have to be grateful for in the moment as well.
Man, shout out to you and I would have to say shout out to your moms because you were so poised, and I mean that, and I'm not saying that because you're
Thank you.
16, but it's just you're very well spoken, and trust me, I talk to a lot of artists. There's some people I talk to, bird brain. I'm sorry, it is what it is, but I really like the fact that you can talk and there's something poised about you. So always
Thank
keep
you. I
that with you,
appreciate
man.
it.
So,
Thank you.
salute to that. Where can the people find you, man? Instagram, everything.
Oh, I'm everywhere. I'm all over the social media. You can find me at Brooklyn Dylan, Brooklyn Dylan underscore when it comes to Instagram, Brooklyn Dylan YouTube music. Trying to post on there as much as I can to keep everyone with me along the journey.
Yeah, man. The social media thing is
Yeah,
crazy. It's crazy.
that's the
What
thing nowadays.
where the name come from? Brooklyn. Where the name come from?
My mom and my dad. My mom was actually going to name me after her. And then when she was in the hospital, she was like, I cannot name my daughter the same name as me. This is like not gonna be the case. And then my dad always wanted to name me what he says after a Jay-Z song, because he
Okay.
says, if I ever have a daughter, I'm gonna name her Brooklyn Carter. And he always
Okay.
just really loved the name Brooklyn. And I am really fortunate for my name. I actually feel like, if no offense to anyone named like Emily or something, but I just feel like the name Brooklyn is just very suiting for myself and my personality. And
Yeah.
I fortunate to have a name that I actually really like.
It's you. It's
Yeah,
you.
it's
And
very me.
yeah, that's the beauty right there,
Yeah.
man. Make sure you guys go in and grab that Bad Blood and everything, and it's out on everywhere, right?
Yeah. All the
Spotify?
platforms.
All right, well,
Yes.
definitely, man. We're definitely gonna play it here on Chicago 77.3. Before you go, I always ask artists if they could do a drop for me. You're gonna say your name, and I'm rocking with DJ Malone.
I'm rocking with DJ Malone. Okay. Hi everyone, I'm Brooklyn Dillon, and I'm rocking with DJ Malone.
Chicago 77.3, Bad Blood right here, man. Make sure you guys get in tune with everything. It's the one and only DJ Fred Malone, Chicago 77.3. We out. One.